Hey guys, Lindsay here. I am an 8-star diamond, 3-time elite Beachbody coach, and I want to talk to you today about my schedule and how the heck I do all of this with my life and how do I fit that in as well. So let's talk about first and foremost priorities, or priorities and passion, I guess, the 2 P's. It's important that I talk to you about this because I have such a passion for this business. I have such a passion for helping other people get healthier, losing weight, feeling better. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to get lost as a person. It's a passion of mine. I would do this and not get paid. In fact, I did do this and not get paid before. I would write blogs, I would help people, I would give tips, and I wasn't making anything. This was before I knew anything about Beachbody. So, first and foremost, this is a huge passion of mine, health and fitness and other people getting healthier. Secondly, my priorities go, it's God, spouse, kids, work, fun. A lot of people's priorities are spouse, kids, fun, God, spouse, kids, fun, work. A lot of people switch it up, right? Or fun, whatever. I don't do TV. It goes on the DVR. If I can get to it, I get to it. TV doesn't make me income, and it doesn't fuel my brain well. It's almost pointless, right? Hal calls it mindless TV all the time. And I'm just like, I'd rather read a book and fuel my mind with positive stuff than to sit there and work on, watch like The Best Winner. I think I'll watch stuff once in a while, but it's all DVR'd, so I can dedicate those times to my business. Right now, it's really cool if you put a lot of focus in as a new coach. You can create an amazing business. You're not going to see a lot of income in the beginning because it takes a lot of momentum. The law of average says for every 1 in 10, 1 in 20 that you invite, one's going to say yes. I know Sarah Robbins says if you do 2 invites a day, 7 days a week, you're going to get 3 who are going to say, I'm totally interested, and one's going to say yes. I personally, I aim for 20 to 30 invites a week based on however I can get it in, and 20 to 30 new friends a week. And that is also the business opportunity. I use this to keep myself on track. If I see I've only done 1 invite for the day, then I better step it up. If I want my business to grow, I have to keep growing myself. You will not go further than you grow, which is really important to know, regardless of being on an elite team or not. Okay? All right, so when I start the morning, it's the kiddos, it's breakfast, it is personal development. I put it in my ears, or I put it on something, the laptop, whatever. Like maybe I'm watching a coach training, or maybe I want to hear Les Brown speak, or maybe I'm reading a book. I'll give myself about, depending on my kiddos in the morning, 10 to 15 minutes I get in, and then my head is ready for the day. Because the day can bring you a lot of craziness, right? You can get emails, you can get chaos, you can get wrapped up in these notifications. I do not pay attention to the notifications, ever. I click on the red thing, so they all go away, and then I'll go check the different groups and I'll check my wall, but I hate notifications. I don't read articles. I don't read all this crap from, videos and random stuff that people share. I don't have time for that. If I have some downtime, sure, it'll go into there. But my downtime is for my boys and for Hal. So I don't waste my time on all that crap sharing and whatnot. It's ridiculous. It's so much of a distraction that gets me nowhere. All right, so Sundays are food prep days. We prep food for the week. We cook up a lot of chicken. We grill. What else do we do? We make ground turkey. We make sweet potatoes. We get eggs. I make little egg cups. We do, I get egg whites. I get hard-boiled eggs, fruits, veggies. I grill up like asparagus, and I cook up like peppers and onions to make different fajita dishes through the week, my own little Chipotle bowls. And I stock the house. And then Sundays are pretty much a rest day. But I do make a post on Sunday nights for a call to action, which I encourage you to do as well, because people are excited to get healthier. They hate the fact that it's Monday and they're going back to work. So you'll find that by posting for recruiting a clean eating group or for a challenge group, you're going to generate more interest. That is if you've built credibility by consistently posting on Facebook. So how the heck do I do all that throughout the week when I'm like in the morning, I'm with the kiddos, we go to gymnastics on Wednesday, so I am out of the loop Wednesday mornings. Every Wednesday, I have doctor appointments for myself. The kiddos have different, things we do. I did have a child with special needs. He had plagiocephaly, and I lived at therapy, and I lived in the doctor's office when they were born. Completely, 100%, and I still built this business. It was all me. There was no help. I have a little bit of help now, but there was no help then. It was all me. So understand you can do this, okay? So what I do is I pull out this phone and I go about life, and when something inspires me, whether we're at the park or my kids did something super cute or whatever, something that inspires you that's post worthy, that will add value and entertain your followers. I make a post. I take a picture with my phone, and then I write out the post in my notepad. So I hope Android users have a notepad. I'm not sure if you do, but if you don't, write the post to yourself in email on Facebook. So go to your Facebook messages and just do, because then you can just hit to copy, paste, and post. So right now I have 3 different recipes that I want to share, but I don't want to share them all at once, right? So I have the photos, they're colored pretty. I make up pretty color images and photos. Usually when the kiddos are watching a Mickey show, they get to do that a little bit. Or if they're just totally wrapped up into playing and I'm just kind of there all right, that's cool, because I don't know about you, but my kids are like, no, Mom, no. They want to play with me, and then they don't want to play with me. We went to the grocery store, and they were like, no, Mom, I'm going to do this myself. It was funny. So anyways, those are just times where I can create my little photo apps, or if you're laying in bed, just create, draw on your photos a little bit with Photify. I love that one. Okay, so I work out in the morning every day. I work out with the kiddos. If I miss my morning workout, it gets done in the afternoon. And the kiddos just play with me. They love to try and play, and they love to try and do push-ups, and they love to just roll under me or climb on top of me, and I'm okay with that. It's okay. You're still getting your workout in, and you're being a great example to your kids. So it gets done with them. They play with me. They love it. They think it's so much fun. I talked to my husband about how the week's going to go, depending, because if we're in a team cup, I may be very focused on a lot more than usual, because we're in a team cup and I'm pushing. If I'm pushing for a goal, he knows that I'm pushing. He knows that I'm pushing for a goal. He is aware of what's going on. So then he can help me when he's around. He's not here all the time. He travels a lot. So I am home by myself at night, and once the kiddos go to bed, then I get my butt back to work. I don't sit down and watch TV. If you want to sit down with your laptop and watch TV and work, go for it. I don't. I think I used to in the beginning. I think I would watch American Idol or whatever, and I would totally write up or talk to people, whatever, back in the day. But now I don't. I put personal development in my ears while I'm working. It is really important, because the minute you get one negative thought, it's everybody's negative. Everything's negative, right? I'm okay, well, this outfit doesn't fit, but this piece does, right? And you always focus on that negative piece. You can't do that. That's why personal development is so important. It's one little piece to it all, but it's fueling your brain. I'm reading this amazing book right now called The 12-Week Year. And it teaches you how to achieve goals way faster, because what happens is you guys are like, oh, I've got this whole year. I've got this whole time to get to elite and all this stuff. And it's no, you don't have time. Like, if you want to build this thing and you want to make this happen, you need to get to work. Like, the faster, the more, and of course this is built around what you want, right? What do you want? If you just want a discount, totally cool. If you just want to make $100 a week, totally cool. If you want to make $1,000 a week, then this is where you've got to really step it up with your numbers, okay? I have goals that I'm trying to achieve. I'm trying to get 100% debt free. We have a little bit left to go. And so I have goals to achieve with that. And I don't want to like spend all these years holding this student loan debt. I want to just get it done. And so I break that down and then I figure out how much I can put into the kids' savings, how much I can put into like our regular savings, because I don't want my kids to go into college paying debt or come out of college with debt, because I know what that's like and it sucks. So I use this to track for me. This thing goes with me everywhere. I have a little bag. This stays in a notebook. I have a planner. So if we're going somewhere, not to the gymnastics, right? Because that's a little bit different. But like if we're going somewhere, traveling, whatever, it all goes with me. Okay, so morning we do a workout, we play Play-Doh, we do crafts, we go for the park, we go for walks. As soon as summer hits, we'll be swimming, because it's hot here. It's already it's gonna be 85 here today. We're already swimming over here. So, you know, I enjoy life. And then when nap time hits or quiet time, we have both. There is nap and quiet time. My kids need to rest. They need to just have some chill time. So with that, they go to their room, and their room, they read some books, and they are crazy as ever. So I just set up the room in a way to where nothing can, you know, there's really no toys in there. They have some stuffed animals, their blankets, they've got their beds, they've got the dressers that I've attached to the walls just in case. Gotta be safe. And they know it's quiet time and or nap time. The goal is nap time, but at 2 years old, you know, some naps come and some naps don't. Usually that goes from like till about 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. And then when they get up, I'm on point, mama, back to mom duty. So while we're at nap time, let's talk about what we do, or what I do. I work on 3 vital behaviors. I work on inviting, sharing the business opportunity, and inviting to clean eating groups and challenge groups. Now, it is critical that that is the first thing I do before I do anything else. That's what's important. And I've got like You Are a Badass playing in my ears. I've got Les Mill, is that his name? Les Brown in my ear. I'm thinking of Les Mill Pump. Les Brown's in my ear. Somebody's in my ear. I've got something playing to keep my brain fueled. And you know what's so cool about that is if your kids are listening while you're driving in the car and you're playing, it helps them too. It's the coolest thing. Personal development is so freaking cool. Like, you have no idea. Get in with it. It's a lot of people think I don't need all that. Oh my God, no. It helps your kids. It's awesome stuff. Okay, so my focus, I am out of the news feed. I don't read the articles or any of these people sharing things on my wall. I'm hiding that stuff because I appreciate it, but if someone's coming to my page and they see that, they need to see my story and they need to see my value I'm adding. They can't see all this shared stuff, you know? Okay, so also while we're at nap time, I'm following up with people and I check in with my challenge groups and team page. And sometimes the challenge groups check-in does not come till nighttime. It just depends because it's not the 100% priority. I give a lot to that challenge group. I spend a lot of time personally checking in with those guys to see how they're doing. They don't like necessarily being called out in the group because they're still learning, but this is their chance to be exposed to our Beachbody community. It's a great way to groom people for coaching because the better results they get, the more people get inspired by their results, want to do what they're doing and want to join their team or want to, you know, purchase from them. That's how you create amazing coaches. And the clean eating group is free because it's a startup for people who are like, that's too expensive or and they're just not sure. And it's your way of helping them and putting them first, you know, and not putting the money pressure on them yet, and letting them figure out like what they want to do. Okay. All right. So, that being said, one of my top tips that will save you a lot of time, there's like a bug right here, is in my phone, I paste everything I need to respond to conversations. It all gets put into my notes. So the video links I need to send to people, I follow the same exact script. It's all in that like page training. It's all in the files. I use the same value layout. When it comes to the price question, I use the exactly what you're going to get in your pack based on what pack they're ordering, which is in the files as well. And I also use an application for them to fill out, so I can get to know them more, because you do need to spend some time building relationships with them, and you do need to spend some time chatting with them. And if you really want to, getting on the phone with them is key, because it moves like that and you get done. But I understand that not everyone can do that, because your house can be crazy and loud. And so what we do is we go about the application process, and then from there I can build a relationship and get to know them. So when the kiddos are eating lunch or something, or breakfast, like that stuff takes me time. I've got to chop fruit, I've got to cook eggs. Dinner is always something I cook up for them. Sometimes it's prepped, but I'm able to, while they're sitting down and eating, I'm able to respond to some messages. I also do dishes at that time. I'll empty the dishwasher and I'll refill it in the middle of cooking and them eating. And if I have pre-prepped, or if it's a leftover that they're eating, even better, because that gives me more time to do some more dishes and get that done. Dishes are done by the end of the night. Every night I can't stand dishes. They have to be done. I mean, I can't stand leaving dishes in the dishwasher. I need that done. So laundry will get thrown in first thing in the morning. I'll take it down, I'll gather it, take it down, and I'll work through the day and just kind of check back in on that. So then nap time, again, 100% is, or 99% is definitely adding new friends, inviting, sharing the business. Guys, this doesn't take much. It really doesn't. It takes me less than 2 hours to knock, you know, I don't know, to talk to like 5 to 10, maybe 5 people-ish, 4 to 5. I guess you could say, based on where the conversation's at, because you are building a relationship. But if you're creating value and you're adding great content for people through the posts, which is through your life, talking about what the heck do you do with your kids to be able to get your workout in, like, people need to see that, yeah, I do it around them. I do them with it. They're with me. Or I get up early before they wake up. Or I do it at night when they go to bed. Whatever you want to do. I do both. Like, sometimes I'm up earlier, but usually I find that it's easier to do it with them. They like it. They don't always like it, but anyways, you get my point. Nap time, though, is focused work for me. Like, nothing comes in place of that. No soap operas, no Maury, no whatever's out there. I don't even know, Ellen or something. No, I don't do any of that. Does it put money in my bank account? Does it help me change a life? Oh, hell no. It causes me a negative craziness to see some celebrity doing some greatness, and it's like, no, I'll do my own greatness. I'll go out there and help people and change their life. This opportunity has changed my life in so many ways that I can't help but want to change others. All right, so then my husband and I have discussed my hours at night, so he understands Tuesdays we have team call. He understands every other Tuesday I meet with the Diamond coaches after our team call to go over strategies and how things are going with them and their goals. He knows that I sometimes do calls on Monday nights with coaches to help them. I try to get those squeezed in throughout the week. But I also try to do it every other, just because I don't have a lot of time. So you guys get it. Like, I promise you, you can do this. You really can do this. It's very much a mindset. It's very much in your head. You just have to follow your same system. Anita Myron did a call for our team, for Jeffrey and Jason, and she's got the same thing going on. And she talks about how she's able to send the same exact thing because it's, you know, her sharing her journey and then sharing exactly what helped her, and that's how she speaks to her challengers, and she can just copy and paste. And when you guys get comfortable with that, you're just gonna be like this. And I also run ads. I didn't do that in the beginning. I don't think we even had that option in the beginning. We do now. And I ran ads, and I would you know, I work off of those. I work off of Instagram as well. Instagram's an easy thing to use. If you're sitting with your kids and they're playing or whatever, you can get on Instagram and you can look up hashtags and find people that way. Pinterest, pin some photos. The people who repin them, go have a conversation with them. It's so easy. Okay, so I talked about saving to my phone. So when I first started this business, I definitely had zero money. I put everything on a credit card. I invested in a training, I think 6 months in as a coach. Maybe it was a year. I invested in a training, and I promised Hal that I would make a return on that investment, because husbands and spouses and wives, they want to see us make a return. Like, why are you in this? Right? So, you know, if he sees that I'm not futzing around and I'm actually being serious and I'm being the CEO, which I am, like, he supports me that much more, and he understands that, you know, sometimes there are weekends that I need to get some work in. Weekends are usually a lot quieter. If I were you, I would put my focus on Sunday through Wednesdays, because Thursday, Friday, you can just feel the quietness. Everyone's getting ready for the weekend. But once you get back to Sunday, people are like, oh, another 5-day week. And I ate all this pizza this weekend. I feel horrible. So that's your chance to be able to, you know, talk to people. So if you need to really base it out, what I do is I have a calendar here, and I say, you know, inviting, share the business, make new friends Monday through Wednesday, and then Thursdays are all about celebrating coaches, and I do some calls, and I also do like trainings that are set aside, and then Fridays are just a family, you know, it's just a fun day. But I mean, it's whatever works for you. I mean, I've seen people do Thursday and Friday posts and they work well. It's what your audience is looking for. And then also, you know, I have a calendar posted on the team page that'll tell you if you want to follow it or work off a calendar for yourself. You can see like, okay, clean eating group coming up. I need to post about that. I need to share clean eating tips so people start to follow me and find value in me. And of course they want in on my group. And then you see, okay, challenge group coming up on the 16th. Let me follow that. I need to post about a challenge group. You can't just be like all over the place. You've got to be pretty consistently organized. And then let's say the first of the month, we're going to do a coach training. So we want to recruit. You want to go back to your challengers. You want to be like, how many people like have seen your results? Like, how inspired are they by you? You've lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks. That's freaking amazing on the fix, right? And they're like, yeah, my friend wants to do this. And that's perfect opportunity for you to invite them to coach. They've already been exposed to a Beachbody experience and a Beachbody community and how positive and uplifting this is. Again, it's a big passion of mine. I'd rather do this than watch TV. That's just me. TV makes the actors money, you know? It helps them take care of their family. This is what helps me take care of my family. I'm able to create, you know, a savings for the kids to go to college. I'm able to pay off this debt and not be so, like, held down by it, you know? Lastly, Chalene Johnson told me, and I struggled with this for a long time, that I needed to outsource a lot. And I freaked out because it costs money to outsource, right? To get help, that costs money. And you either get over it and you listen to her, or you don't, and you struggle. And she was $500,000 in debt, and all she did was she hired someone 3 days a week, and they would come in and they would do her laundry, they would fold it, and while the laundry was going, they would go around and clean the house for her. And I think she paid them like $8 an hour or something, and she made $1 million that year. Because here's what happens. and this is when it clicked for me, because I was like struggling with this so bad. And then Eric Worre said it as well. The GoPro guy was like, you've got to outsource. And I was like, no. So I get it. I get where you guys are at. You think I'm like, I get it. And so when Hal, it was a Saturday, and he cleaned the house. I was with the kiddos, and he spent 6 hours cleaning the house up from top to bottom. And I was like, you just spent the whole day cleaning the house, and we could have had a family day. And you go back to work, and he travels, so they don't even see him at night. So that's another big drive. You gotta have a why, you know, like, he's always gone. He works crazy hours. He's not around that often. And I hear my kids, you know, dad home, and he's not here. And we have an opportunity that can do so much. I can bring him home if I keep growing this, you know? Like, that's a huge thing. And I'm not saying bring him home to where he's 100% home. Like, maybe he goes and works part-time somewhere just for fun to get out of the house. Or maybe he goes and flips homes for fun, you know, does some real estate type of work. Or maybe he does a little handyman work. The thing is it creates a freedom to where he's not stuck and capped at an income. He's not stuck by you know, I only have 3 weeks vacation, so I can only do this, this, and this, right? It creates freedom for you. And this business is going to be around for a long time. There are so many amazing things that you can do with this business. So based on what you want to do, you've got to decide, that is just part of what I want to do. It doesn't have to be you. I know every husband wants to have their own thing and they want to create, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But some want that freedom. Hal goes to events. He loves this stuff. Once your husband gets to Summit, he'll understand. Anyway, so that being said, he worked 6 hours that Saturday. I think it was like from 9 till 4 or whatever. And I was just like, I just sat here. Or I think I helped him a little bit, but it, you know, with kids, you're so busy with the kids, and I was like, so if I paid someone and they did all this and I saved some money, I mean, I didn't save money, I paid money, but I saved time and I got more time with my family, would that be worth it? And what if I work to make sure that I afford that? So I hired someone. She comes in every other week. I pay her $100. She cleans my whole house in 2 hours. She brings in like another person to help her. My house is spotless for 5 minutes until the kiddos. Heather Francis told me not to stress over the toys with the kids. She told me that I needed to spend time with them and enjoy them and not to stress, so I don't go crazy about the toys being picked up. I mean, we work on it. I try to teach them, but I don't go crazy about it. So yes, I do now have help a couple days a week. I also have help with the kiddos, and they are on the brink of preschool as well. So that is another thing that'll come up that will give you some more time. But I promise you, some of my most productive days are the days I'm here by myself, and I know I only have 2 hours to focus, and it's inviting. It's those 3 vital behaviors. It's inviting, sharing, following up, and then sharing the business and inviting to challenge groups and making new friends. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you understand, like, ultimately it's nap time and then a little bit at night, 8 to 10 p.m. You can also get up early in the morning, but it's all up to you and what you want to make of this business, what you want to sacrifice for it. I don't do TV. I don't do a lot of friend stuff right now. I balance it and I break it down to, okay, I can do this dinner here, but I need this time here, right? And it's just something that for right now is a sacrifice, and you get to a point where you're so free. I know everything's not about money, but it is what is a vehicle that provides you with the freedom in helping people get healthier. Seriously, could it get any better than this? So freaking cool. So this is a vehicle that you can do so much with. I hope this was helpful for you. I don't, the hair, you know, I barely get a shower in, but I try to get a quick one in if I can. you know, and I just kind of work around that. So yeah, at night, if the husband's not here, nothing gets done till the kiddos go to bed. And then I do some more work. And I'm just super focused. I'm off that news feed. I'm out of groups. I don't read all these articles and stuff people are passing around. I try to avoid that squirrel. I always think, is this the best? Is this the best thing I should be doing right now with my time? Will this grow my business? And that's it. So hope that was helpful. Sorry it's long. Thanks, guys.